TBN is live on scene in Berkley County, South Carolina, which is an interesting part of the state because it's the only county yet to require masks in schools. And of course, there is no statewide mask mandate. Now today, we're here in a local shopping center to talk to people about how they feel about this lack of a mask requirement and other updates on the COVID pandemic. How do you feel about the lack of a mask requirement?
It's about time.
You think you like it?
Yeah, I definitely like it. The whole thing is manufactured so that Gates can make money off of selling the vaccine. The whole thing was a farce from the beginning.
In this general area, what do you notice? Do most people wear masks? Or?
I'd say most of them do. I'd say like probably 80%, but then you have that probably 20% that don't, which is a shame because I think if everybody would just follow the rules, we could have been out of this a lot sooner.
It's not something that I feel really protects me all that much. So I'm glad that the mandate has gone because I feel like it should be up to the individual business owners, individual companies, and the individual people supporting them to make that call.
You walk around here and other places and there's definitely quite a few people not wearing masks. How does that make you feel?
I think they're not very smart. Pure and simple. I think they're not very smart. They're selfish, not thinking about other people. You know, it's just basically thinking about me.
There's actually less deaths from COVID than there was from the common cold, and now there's no recorded deaths of the common cold, and everything, including traffic accidents, they find the cause of death to be COVID. So it's all lies.
Experts say claims like this one about COVID deaths are completely untrue.
Another issue in this stage of the COVID pandemic is vaccine hesitancy. Now, there's quite a few groups of people, including nearly 50% of Republicans in the United States, who say they will not get the shot. The responses varied amongst the people we spoke with today.
As of right now, I'm not planning on it just because I've started doing some of my own research and I don't feel comfortable with something that's not fully developed.
You will not see me get a vaccine. I don't care if they tell me I can't buy groceries or can't. No. I will grow my own food before I ever get a vaccine.
Have you or are you planning on getting the vaccine for COVID-19?
I've already had both shots.
You've already had both shots. Great. And, a lot of people we've spoken to today say they don't believe the data behind the vaccine. They don't want to get the vaccine. What would you say to those people?
They fools. They just fools.
I'm going to put myself out on a limb. I'd say for 90% of them, it's basically political. It's not that they don't trust the science. It's strictly political.
Somebody in my family, my sister and her husband don't want to take it because they feel like the whole thing's a big hoax. But my daughter has had COVID twice already, and she's a school teacher, and it really knocks you on your can.
Yeah. So what do you tell those family members who think it's a hoax?
Well, everybody has their own opinion. That's what the United States is all about, is you have the right to your opinion.
You don't feel comfortable with the trials that have been on thousands of people and saying that the vaccine is over like 70% effective against just regular disease and almost 100% effective against death and hospitalizations. You don't feel comfortable with that data?
Well, here's the data I feel comfortable with. I truly believe that COVID is just a slightly more severe form of the flu, and that's my personal belief on it. I also believe that even if we're not seeing the effects of the vaccine now, give it another 5-10 years and you will see effects coming out, just like you have from the last 10 years of vaccines. Autism rates have skyrocketed, Down syndrome has skyrocketed.
But previous studies have shown that vaccines are not to blame. One South Carolinian summed up her thinking.
You could die from the COVID. I don't think you're going to die from the vaccines.
Logan Schiciano, TBN, Berkley County, South Carolina.